Hello and welcome to the belly fat live training. Get my teeth in there. So I've been just mulling over whether I should do this or not because it's something that everybody seems to ask about, and it's something that I feel can be quite controversial. So I'm going to be getting into this in a little bit more detail. I'm just going to refresh a few bits and pieces on the screen here so that I can see that everything is working okay. Yep, so it looks like we're live, and hopefully that means you guys can start communicating with me by posting comments and things like that. So hopefully we can get a few other people chipping into the conversation as I go through the live training. And fingers crossed, you can join in and help me get through this because it's something that I'm still relatively new at, but I think it's something that's so important that I can give you this live training and all get to you talking about these issues that we're having, particularly with belly fat, because it's something that pretty much every single one of you that joined the group has mentioned, that belly fat is kind of something that you're feeling that you just want some help with, and you want to try and reduce your belly fat a little bit, and we'll see if we can work through that together. So first of all, if somebody could just post a comment and let me know that you can hear me and that things are working, because I have had quite a few technical issues in the past where I've had to do the whole thing all over again because it just didn't work. So if you can post a quick comment on there for me, that would be amazing, just so that I know that it's all coming out okay and that you can hear what I'm saying, and that it's coming out live as well. So hopefully, there we go. We've got a comment. Brilliant. Thank you, Christopher. I really do appreciate it. There's probably a little bit of a lag between me broadcasting and the comments coming up, so it probably does take a little bit of a while to come through. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Leroy and Robert as well, for letting me know that it's working. Brilliant. I really do appreciate it. All right, so let's crack on. Obviously, if you have any questions or you want to make a comment or something, post a comment into the comments box. If I'm not able to respond immediately to it, I'll go back through the comments after the live video and I'll answer them, any questions that you have there and then. Okay, so do post any questions that you have, and don't worry if I don't answer immediately or pick it up in the video. I will get back to you at a later stage. All right, so let's crack on. Belly fat. Let's have a little poll here. Who has had or is having a problem with belly fat and they would like to reduce the size of their belly, maybe making it a little bit firmer, bit of a less of I love calling it a cuddle cushion, because really there's nothing wrong with a little bit of a belly. It's quite comforting, quite cozy, but not everybody wants it. So who is interested here right now? Hopefully, if you're watching this, it's probably you, that you'd like to maybe lose a little bit of that belly fat. Just put a little emoji, a smiley face, or anything like that to let me know that this is definitely the right topic for you. So we'll move on, but do continue to post those emojis. And yeah, what we've got here. Yes, thank you. You want to make it a little bit firmer? Absolutely. Marcelo would like to sort out his belly too, and Louis as well. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Right. So when I posted this post earlier on, I posted, if I did a live video training on getting rid of belly fat, who would want in? Now, that's been one of the most popular posts that I've posted recently. There's 86 comments on there. Mostly people just saying that they want help with that. It's something that they're looking for. But then there were 2 or 3 comments that also said that were kind of a bit of a challenge, a little bit, oh, hang on a second. So I'll post up one of the comments now on the screen. Do you think that spot reduction is possible? Now, I was quite careful when I posted this post because I didn't want to give the impression, or I didn't want to say, to remove just belly fat. Okay. I don't think that spot reduction is possible through diet or exercise. The only way you can reduce fat from one single place is through medical surgery, through liposuction, through having it surgically cut out of you. That's the only way you can remove fat from one single place on your body. So another comment that I had also up there, very similar vein, is it possible? It looks like a distant dream. Well, as I say, it's not possible to remove it from one place, but it is possible to reduce your belly fat in conjunction with the rest of your body fat, to make it a little bit smaller, a little bit more toned. And that's basically what I'm advocating here. And then the last one here, which is probably the biggest challenge to that post that I had, is you can't train to lose fat from a specific area on the body. And that is absolutely right. There is nothing you can do. You cannot work out, you cannot train. Doesn't matter the number of sit-ups you do. If you've got belly fat, you've got belly fat. You can't just lose fat from your belly. The only thing you can do is improve the ratio of your fat throughout your entire body. So, full disclosure, that headline was total clickbait. Okay, I was really trying to draw you in to see if this is the thing that people are signing up to. And it is. There are so many adverts out there for, getting your abs in 6 weeks, or, the fast track to this diet will get you completely shredded. And it is clickbait, unfortunately. There is no quick way of doing this. There is nothing that will target just belly fat. But it's not all bad news, okay? So I don't want you to drop off watching the video before I've even got started. I do have some good news for you, okay? So I'm not just saying that you can target belly fat and it's just not impossible. You can change the way that you eat, which changes the structure of your body and the fat percentage of your body. But you also need to make sure you're getting enough of the protein, the good fats, the good carbohydrates into your body as well, so that you're giving your body the right nutrition. Because if you just target losing weight as your idea of getting rid of the body fat and the belly fat in particular, then you have to be really quite careful. Because if you're just focusing on how much you weigh, then the scales don't give you the whole picture. They tell you how much weight you have and how much you lose, absolutely. But they're not telling you how much body fat you're losing, how much muscle you're losing, how much bone density you can lose as well. These are all factors. How much hydration you're losing. So if you went for a really long run and had a really hot bath, that's going to lose you quite a lot of weight on the scales, but it's not necessarily going to be body fat that you would have lost. So by focusing on just your weight, you're focusing on such a small segment of the picture that you're going to trip up. You're going to find that you're losing weight in all the wrong places. So there are some women that I coach that are looking to lose a bit of belly fat. And I have to explain to them that you can't just lose fat from one place. And particularly for women, this has a secondary issue. So if women lose a lot of weight, they're going to lose a lot of weight from their breasts as well, because that's often where women lose weight first. And similar situation with men, not so much losing the breasts, but when men lose a lot of weight, they lose it from their face and from their cheeks. Their cheekbones come out, which is maybe a good thing. But as you get older, you really don't want to lose weight from your face. It's going to make you look gaunt. It's going to make you look ill, and it's going to make you look older. And for most of my clients who are over 40 years old, they don't really want any help looking any older. They're fine with being the age they are at the moment. They don't want to make anything that's making it any worse. So the reason that I know this is because I've been there, I've done it. I've lost a lot of weight to the point where, yeah, I had abs. That was great. But I looked really, really ill. I looked tired. I looked gaunt. It just wasn't a good, healthy look. And I don't really want people to think that losing a lot of weight is going to get rid of that belly fat, because it's going to have these knock-on effects as well. And to be honest, most of my clients aren't really looking to lose a lot of weight. They're looking to tone down a little bit, get a bit more muscle, a little less fat, just to look healthier, feel better, and be more active. And that usually means that they're going to be reducing their belly size a little bit too. And that's really what people are looking for. So for them, I ask them to not weigh themselves, because their overall body weight isn't the issue here. What's actually important to them is the size of their belly. And so I ask them to measure around their belly. And I say belly because we're so used to measuring around our waist for our jean sizes or trousers or pants or whatever. But actually measuring around your belly, which is around your belly button, is the biggest part of your belly. And that's why, if anybody has taken part in the weekly check-in, I ask you to measure around your belly. That's because that's the place that most people feel self-conscious about. And that's what we are looking to improve. So if you haven't signed up for the weekly check-ins, I do really advise you to go ahead and do that, so that we can start measuring your belly on a weekly basis and seeing what kind of progress we can make there. So I'll post a link at the end of this video in the comments to sign up for the weekly check-ins, so you can start measuring your belly, and we can give you some motivation and some encouragement to keep on track with that. So what am I recommending here? Basically, by focusing on eating a balanced diet, something pretty magical happens. You stop craving poor quality foods or snacks, and you just end up eating better and even craving more quality food. So I'm going to pop up a couple of comments that I've had from my clients here into the live stream. So basically what we have here is, so one client said, for lunch today and dinner last night, I had Dr. John's chili. Now the recipe is on the free PDF. If you don't have that, you should have a look at it and let me know if you want a copy. I'm getting hooked on that stuff, and I love being able to hide veggies in it. Now, not only is he eating something that's pretty healthy already, he's even cramming more vegetables into it to make it even healthier. And the other person here, I just made a really nice beef stew and potatoes and carrots in my Instant Pot for lunch. Now I'm craving a salad. Sliced bell pepper. And my reply, craving a salad? Who are you? Yeah, what have you done to me? And these are the kind of things that are happening to my clients, is that they are learning to eat better, which causes their body to appreciate the better quality food, the better nutrition that they're getting. And they're actually recognizing what it feels like to crave that better food. Let me close that one down, get it out of the way. So what can you do to help lose belly fat? Stop focusing on your belly. Stop focusing on losing weight from your belly. That's never going to happen. It's going to happen from all over the place. But what we can do is make sure you've got the right nutrients and the right macros to make sure the rest of your body stays in good shape. Your face, your muscles, the rest of your body, but it still reduces the size of your belly just a little bit. And the best way of doing that is getting a good balanced meal, every meal. Now, a lot of people struggle with getting good quality protein in their diet. And it's one of the things that I really encourage you to do, is to get about 20 grams of protein in each meal, especially the first meal of the day. Now, you've heard the old saying that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, it's kind of half true. the first meal of the day is the most important, whether that's breakfast, brunch, lunch, or even dinner. If you're doing intermittent fasting, you might not eat for the beginning of the day, and that's absolutely fine. But in that first meal, I want to see you have at least 20 grams of protein. Now, that might look like maybe 80 to 100 grams of some kind of meat, because it'll be about 20 to 30 grams of protein in 100 grams of meat. It could be some yogurt. It could be eggs. If you're really struggling, then as an alternative, you could go for a protein shake just to get yourself that 20 grams of protein. But I would prefer if you can get protein from natural sources rather than a powder. If you do need help or advice on how to get protein into your diet, then do drop me a private message or post a comment below and I'll reply back to you, and have a chat with you about how to squeeze protein into your breakfast in particular, because it's not necessarily easy for everybody. It depends on your culture and what you're used to and what you can tolerate. There are people that obviously that can't tolerate milk products because they're lactose intolerant, and so I have some alternatives that you might find useful there. And then secondly, try to get between 30 and 50% protein, 30 to 50% vegetables into your plate every meal. It's going to be a struggle for a lot of people, particularly getting that in breakfast, but do try to get that definitely in your lunch and absolutely in dinner. I don't want to hear any excuses for the evening meal. You should be able to get between 30 and 50% of your plate filled with veg. I know it's going to be a struggle, especially for us meat eaters out there, because we're just not used to having that quantity of vegetables on our plate. That's where the benefit of being flexitarian kind of comes in, because you get used to filling your plate with veg and getting that into your mindset. But that's what we're all here for. We're all here to learn more about our nutrition, about how to eat better. And one of the ways for you to do that is to cram more vegetables onto your evening meal in particular. So your homework is very, very simple. Sign up for the weekly check-ins. So you're measuring your belly. Eat protein at every meal, especially the first one, be that breakfast, brunch, or a lunch or dinner if you're intermittent fasting. Try and get protein into every meal. Make sure that your meals have between 30 and 50% vegetables, especially the evening meal, because I think that's the one that's easiest for everybody to get into their regular nutrition and their regular meals. So, who is up for this challenge? If you would like to accept my challenge to have more protein in your diet, have 30 to 50% vegetables on your plate, at least for one meal a day, post accepted into the comments below, and I will check in with you to see how you're getting on in a week's time and see how you are progressing. So, sorry for the clickbait. It was a bit of a cheap shot, but I did want to make sure that this was targeted at the people who joined the group and said, I want to reduce my belly fat. Reducing belly fat on its own, not possible. However, with good nutrition, you can kind of move around the fullness of your body. So making sure your muscles are nice and full and your belly starts to reduce a little bit. So we've already got one person who's accepted the challenge, and I look forward to reviewing the comments later on. Oh, there we go, another one. Thank you very much, accepted. And I will be checking in to find out who's accepted after the Facebook Live video is finished. If you have any questions, any comments, post them in below, or if you want to make it private, just post a private message to me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you found that useful, and I look forward to doing the next presentation with you in probably a week, maybe 2 weeks time, and we'll work out what topics that's going to be. Keep posting accepted. I look forward to working with you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.